Okay, today we're going to talk about multiplying binomials. At another date, we'll finish up by talking about the special cases, but for now, we'll just talk about multiplying binomials, and we might even get into multiplying trinomials today. Let's do a quick reminder, though. What's a binomial? Well, a binomial, if you remember from earlier in the chapter, is a two-term polynomial. So, if we're going to multiply two binomials, so for instance, so you would say that's the quantity of x plus 4 times the quantity of x minus 3. You're going to follow the rules that we did with multiplying monomials, and that is we're just going to distribute. So we're going to distribute twice. So first I'm going to distribute this x to here, so x times x, and then x times the negative 3. And then I'm going to distribute the 4. 4 times x, and then 4 times negative 3. So simplify all that. So I'm going to end up with x squared minus 3x plus 4x minus 12. And if I can combine like terms, which I can combine these. So I'll get x squared plus x minus 12. And there you go. I just distributed. So let's try another one. See if that sank in with you. Say we have one like this: quantity of 2x plus 1 times the quantity of x plus 5. So again, we're going to just distribute twice. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times 5 is 10x. Then we'll distribute the 1. 1 times x is 1x, and 1 times 5 is 5. Combine like terms. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Lights just went out. You get 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. Okay, fairly simple. Now some people use a word to describe this type of foiling, or multiplying, and that is the word FOIL. So for instance, let's do one more example. Sometimes people use this word, FOIL. Now FOIL stands for something. It stands for first, outside, inside, last. Okay, so all that's telling you is how you should multiply. You're going to multiply the first terms, the outside two terms, the inside two terms, and then the last terms. So we've been doing FOIL this whole time. I just haven't been calling it FOIL. Like I said, FOIL is just a fancy word to describe distribute twice. To finish this up, we can combine like terms right here. This time, though, you notice the 4x and the negative 4x cancel, and we just end up with this, x squared minus 16. So that's all there is to it in terms of multiplying binomials. You just distribute twice. Sometimes people use the word FOIL. You can call it what you want, but either one gets the job done. Now, I would, because we have a little bit of time, I would like to talk about multiplying binomials and trinomials. So I would like to do two examples here. So let's start with this one. Okay, so multiplying a binomial and trinomial, not terribly difficult. It's very similar to multiplying two binomials. So all we're going to do is, again, take this first term, and I'm going to distribute it. I'm going to distribute it to all three of these. So x times 2x squared is 2x to the third. X times x is x squared. And x times 4 is 4x. Then I'm going to take this 5 and do the same thing. So 5 times 2x is 10x squared. 5 times x is 5x. And then 5 times 4 is 20. So we have a bunch of terms. We have 6 of them, actually. So let's do some combining like terms. I see 2x to the third, and there's no other x to the third, so we'll leave that. I see that I have an x squared and a 10x squared, so I can combine those to be 11x squared. And then I have a 4x and a 5x. I get 9x. And nothing will combine with a 20, so there you go. So you can see it's the same basic process as with binomials. It's just an extra step of distributing. So let's try this one. Now what might be a good thing here is once I'm done writing it, for you to actually just hit pause and give it a shot out on your own, see if you can get it without me. So go ahead, hit pause, and see if you can work this out and see if we come up with the same answer. Okay, let's see if your answer matches mine. So this time, notice we have the trinomial first, but that's not going to change anything. We're going to multiply the x squared times x, and the x squared times negative 1. Then I'm going to multiply the 3x times x. 3x times negative 1. Make sure you keep track of that minus sign right there. Negative 2x times x is negative 2x, and negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Alright, so let's combine some like terms. X to the third. Let's see here. Whoops, I got a mistake in here somewhere. Looks like when I multiply the 3x times the x, this should have been a 3x squared right there. So I got those two I can combine. I can combine these two and add the 2. So that's all there is to it in terms of multiplying binomials and trinomials. The special cases part, as you can see down in your notes, we will get to in the next section of notes. So if you have any questions, make sure you write them down. Make sure you bring them to class tomorrow. Okay? Thank you.